Ashe, peace family, Conjure Queen here, and today is Friday. We're gonna talk a little bit about how to step into your power, but I'm gonna let some more people come up into the building. Ashe, I see the family coming up in here slowly but surely. We are going to do some Q&A. I feel super amazing. This freaking new moon solar eclipse energy has my psychic and spiritual powers on fuego. Okay, I feel like my vibration is on a whole nother level, guys. So I bet you guys feel this energy too. I got my Reiki music playing in the background. I've just been, energy's been so crazy where it's hard to sleep. Creatives, poets, writers, painters, dancers, like singers, whatever type of creator you are, this energy is so powerful for you right now. I'm telling you, entrepreneurs, freelancers, free thinkers, free spirits, like creators, this is your time. Yesterday's new moon solar eclipse opened up the gateway for new beginnings, and it's not just any normal type of new moon. Like, this is shifting the paradigm, shifting our mindsets, and also ushering in the new dawn. Okay. And also, I just want to thank everybody who is purchasing the badges. They definitely do help. It helps me to continue to make content for my platforms. So, first of all, the question is this, right? How do you step into your power? This is a very common question that I get from a lot of my subscribers, a lot of my clients. The main issue that people have is, what is my purpose? How do I step into my power once I find out my purpose? And to be honest, we know what we're destined to do before we even incarnate into this physical body. It's only when you are born you forget. You forget who you are, you forget your purpose, you forget your mission. And throughout life, the universe gives you signs and clues as to who you truly are. You can only be yourself, you cannot be someone else. And the universe has a funny way of giving you a little bit of a kick whenever you're going the wrong way. And honestly, we can't necessarily say that there are wrong ways. There's just sometimes we get caught up in detours, right? Sometimes in life we get so caught up in distractions. There's so much distractions these days with social media, being very toxic where people don't feel like they're doing enough. I don't know about you, but one of my vices is I'm super hard on myself. I don't feel like I do enough. I feel like I need to do more, even when I'm burnt out. Anybody else in here know what I'm talking about? You feel me? If you are a hard worker, especially, what I also realized too? That stems from childhood trauma. Sometimes some of us had parents who were very strict. If you grew up with strict parents, 9 times out of 10, you still have that strict parent's voice in your head telling you that's not good enough. If you got a 95 on the test, they'll still tell you that's not good enough. You need to get it 100 plus the extra credit. You feel me? So throughout life, you take that and you somehow incorporated that into everything that you do, where nothing is ever good enough, where if somebody gives you compliments or praise, you don't know how to accept it. You don't know how to accept your goodness. You don't know how to reward yourself because you're so used to being the punisher. And the thing is, we have to learn how to reward ourselves. And this goes back into stepping into your power. A lot of you are already in the path of your power of where you need to be, but you're so caught up on the next best thing, trying to be better than what you already are right now, where you're missing the point of being in the present moment, right here, right now. Just for a moment, I just want us to just kind of, I know We probably had, I don't know how y'all day was going, but the energy's been very chaotic. Planets in retrograde, eclipse season. Just take a moment to just breathe. Take a moment to relax. Take a moment to just be aware of your surroundings. What are you feeling right now? Let's just take a moment to just stop and tune into yourself, right? What are you feeling right now? What do you see? What do you smell? How do you feel? Like, just be in tune with self. Connect with yourself. So many times we're just so caught up on everything outside of us that we don't know what's going on with us. And then we wonder, how can we step into our power when we don't even know that the power is right in our core? We are the source of our power, but how can you tap into that reservoir if you are always reaching and searching outside of you? Stop being so hard on yourself. Learn how to reward yourself. You are good enough. You are more than enough. You are more than enough. And honestly, these are things that we have to consistently remind ourselves. The easiest way to step into your power is to be in the present moment, to constantly say your mantras that I'm good enough and what I'm doing, where I'm at right now is exactly where I need to be. Ashe. There are no mistakes in the universe. There is synchronicity. Every person, every scenario, every situation that came into your life was on purpose, by design. You created this reality with your mind. The universe is mental. All is mind. Sometimes we have to just stop and smell the roses. Just look up and look at the clouds and look around you. Breathe in deeply that good oxygen from the trees. Some of you guys are not even breathing properly. Do you know the power of breath? Do you realize that deep breathing can help to bring oxygen to your brain, to your organs, to your heart? It raises your vibration. Just deep breathing, guys. Some of your vibrations is not as high as it needs to be because you're not breathing properly. Take time out for yourself. If you want to step into your power, you got to stop doing the things that do not serve you. Sometimes we get so caught up on manifesting and attracting and bringing things into our life and taking and magnetizing and pulling things to us. I want this. I want to attract this. I want to have that. I want to strive for this. But you're not making room for these things to come. You have energetic clutter. And you can tell a lot by people who have energetic clutter because you can look at their homes. Look around in your home, in your environment, and ask yourself, if you was to do a photo shoot right here, right now, in your home, is it camera ready? Okay? You have to look around in your environment, and if you notice that your environment is a mess, what is that saying about your internal environment? As within, so without, right? As within, so without. Whatever's going on outside of you is a reflection of what's happening on the inside. This is why we study feng shui. Feng shui teaches you. Look, I'm getting all caught up because Mercury retrograde is still messing with me. I'm telling you right now. One of the things that we learn is that feng shui is a powerful tool to have, especially in the spiritual journey. It teaches you how to rearrange your home so that you can bring in certain energies into your life. I'm going to give you guys a freebie because y'all know I love y'all. I always give y'all freebies, right? Listen, one of the things that I realize is that if I'm seeking clarity and I feel like my thoughts are chaotic and scrambled and all over the place, what I do is I clean up my home. I rearrange the furniture. I rearrange things. Because if you feel like your life is stagnant or your life is cluttered, then you have to start throwing things out of your house. Clean your room. Bad feng shui is having dirty mirrors in your house. Bad feng shui is having clogged drains. When you have clogged drains, that means that you're clogging up your money. That messes with your money. If you ever have a clogged drain, fix that immediately. If you have broken mirrors in your house, you need to take that out. It's not only bad luck, but it's terrible feng shui. Dirty mirrors, broken mirrors, don't even do it. And don't buy recycled mirrors. Like if you go to a thrift shop or you see an antique mirror in an antique shop, don't buy those. That's one of the things they tell us in the spiritual world is like, you don't want to buy hand-me-downs when it comes to certain objects. Antiques, be very careful with that. You have to learn how to step into your power by taking control of what you have control of. There are certain things outside of you that you cannot control, right? There's certain scenarios and elements, like, for instance, you can't control the actions of another. You can influence, or they can influence you, but ultimately you have the power of free will. This is what all humans have. I'm looking at some of the comments up in here. Shout out to the family. So, stepping into your power is first of all realizing that you are a powerful being. Some of us have to build up our confidence and self-esteem because some of us got broken down so bad due to life, parents, family, friends, lovers, situations, our jobs. Like, some of us are living a life that doesn't even belong to us. If you had parents that taught you and told you who you was going to be, they literally told you what schools to go to, they told you what type of career to be in, and now you're looking around and wondering, why are you so miserable? This is not the life that Spirit designed for you. There's going to come a point in time where you have to make the choice. You have to make the decision for yourself and ask yourself, what do I want to do for me? You can try to make everybody else happy, but if you ain't happy, then what's the point? Why are you doing this? This is your journey at the end of the day. Can nobody live this life for you? Quiet Storm says somebody work until you're 65 until you die. I mean, honestly, maybe that was the design years ago in our grandparents' age and great-grandparents' age. But if you look around, millennials and a new generation, people want to start living their life now. People want to live their life and enjoy their life while they're young, while they're able, while they're flexible and energetic to do so. This is why you're seeing more entrepreneurs, more people starting their businesses, more people homeschooling, more people just teaching their own. And I am so happy. I am here for it. I am here for it. I'm really here for it. So, you have to set goals for yourself. You have to know who you are. You have to build up your confidence. And I'm telling you, it's so many steps to go into as far as how to step into your power. And I'm just giving you guys the brief rundown. But the main thing is your power. You have to realize that nobody can take your power. You can only give it away. And a lot of you and a lot of us have given our power away unwillingly and unknowingly. unknowingly and knowingly, rather. Okay? Being in relationships with narcissists will break you down and beat you down to a pulp where you honestly lose your own identity. Okay? Narcissists are very toxic and draining to your aura. And even after the relationship is done, you have to do your cord cutting. You have to do your walnut baths. You have to do the separation rituals, because that person can still be sucking your energy from afar. Energy doesn't care about time and space. It don't care about how long it's been since you've broken up. It don't care how far apart you guys are. If their energy is still hooked into you, then best to believe they're probably still sucking you dry. This is why when our clients come to me and they tell me they feel like their luck is not how it used to be, they feel like their money is leaving them, they feel like they're having bad luck in love after a certain relationship, and they feel like they've been cursed. The truth of the matter is, you're not cursed, honey. You just haven't cut the cords properly. And if you guys are wondering how to cut the cords, I have a free video on my YouTube channel that shows you step by step how to do it. It's a walnut bath. It's called the ritual. What is that video called? Oh my God, I have so many rituals on my YouTube channel, free rituals, guys. But if you just type in YouTube, Conjure Queen cord cutting, right? The cord cutting ritual, how to get rid of your ex, how to cut cords with your ex. And it doesn't have to be an ex. It can be any person that was a spiritual vampire to you that you don't want any ties with anymore. And once again, I will tell you, only do this ritual when you're absolutely sure you do not want any type of connection with them. Okay? Now, someone had asked me, what if it's your child's father or your child's mother and you don't want no emotional ties with this person? 6 walnut bath, what it will do is, if you have to still be involved with this person because of a child, but you don't want to have emotional connection, it'll cut the emotional connection from that person. And they'll try to come back. They always do, right? And that's how you know that energy is real. Have you guys ever noticed that when you're moving on from an ex, that's when they want to hit you up out of the blue? They can feel when you're moving on energetically, because you have to remember, this person is probably leeching off of you, probably leeching off of all your luck. Okay? Remember, you gave your power away. You never called it back to you. And that's another video I have talking about how to call back your power. A lot of you have to learn how to call back your power, how to cut those cords properly. Energy is very real. And especially once you step into the spiritual world, you have to understand it's a different ball game. You can't move like you used to when you was just an average human being, when you were sleeping, right? When you was sleeping and you was walking around like everybody else, like the majority of the population, you didn't know about spirit, you didn't know about higher consciousness, you had no self-awareness, no knowledge of self. You got to get away with certain things, because ignorance can be bliss sometimes. But once you know, you can't unknow. Once you wake up, you can't go back to sleep. And then there's more serious consequences for your actions. Children can get away with things. God turns a blind eye to children's faults, right? But when you're a grown adult and you're making childish mistakes and you know better, then the karmic reaction is going to be much harder. Okay? Probably at first it'll be a little pinch, then a little pluck, and next thing you know, it's going to be a punch. So that's kind of how the universe works. It'll let you know when you off track. It'll let you know when you're not supposed to be doing something. And the ancestors will tell you too. Okay? And that's another thing, connecting with our ancestors. You have to learn how to connect with the ancestors. because they will guide you to where you need to be. Your ancestors are you. You are your ancestors. They will open up the doorways. Your life will change once you connect to your spiritual family, your tribe. Everybody has a spiritual court. Everybody has guardian angels. Okay? But you have to learn how to tap into that, how to connect with them, and then you'll have way better protection. A lot of you guys are not protected like you need to be because you're not connecting to your true source of power. You have to connect to your higher self, your God self, right? Generator, operator, destroyer. That's what we talk about when we say getting back to godhood. Remembering that you are a God. You are the generator, operator, and destroyer of your reality. Right? So once we remember who we are, once we acknowledge that we have the power to create and to destroy our reality, then that's when we can start to change our life. We can manipulate energy, magic, as the true alchemist that we are. Okay? So I'm going to get to some questions. Now, if you guys look, you can post some questions and I'm going to answer them. And while you guys are posting some of your questions, I'm going to shout out some people who had purchased badges. I appreciate all of you. Let me shout you guys out real quick. I want to shout out Scully Bike 444, Indian Dior. What's up, booby? Haven't seen you in a while, Indian Dior. German, First Eye Scribe, Shay Duce, Child of the Conjure Queen. Hey, booby. Soul and Aqua, Nisha, Lachey, Nisi Baby, Ancient 11, Rose that grew from concrete. I love that name. Concrete Rose. Wait, we got two Concrete Rose and Rose that grew from concrete. Y'all know each other? That's crazy. Exodus Art, Montreal, Cubans, basically me, Goddess Network, Satya Official, Ashe. What's up, beloved goddess? Yes, continue doing the Black Goddess Healing Retreats, love. Thank you so much for having me on your platform to do that. I appreciate you. I look forward to working with you again, love. Yes, I love connecting with powerful women. I want to connect to more powerful women. Listen, okay, we all need to unite together as the world is waking up. We need more powerful feminine energy out here doing this healing, doing this nurturing, and creating for the new paradigm that's coming in. Keen Eye Quiche, Ashe, the Hayanibi, Crazy Daisy, the Alchemistress, okay. I am Shanti Pompey, Spiritual Gangster, Alexis, Makeda, Denise, Nicole, Ashe, Cover Girl, Fine, Melon, Bruja Organic, yes. Glambitious, Chaos, Fiji. Yes. Shout out to the family that's buying the badges. I appreciate you. Yes. Yes. I appreciate everybody. So let's get to some of these questions. Happy Friday once again. Today is the day of love, the love goddess. Shout out the love goddess that you work with. You feel me? Whether it's Ishtar, Inanna, Aphrodite, Urzuli, Oshun, Venus. Who else? Come on, give me some more goddess names, y'all. Y'all know some love goddesses up in here. Okay. Basset. Sekhmet. Who else? Her name is on Osset. Yes. Freya. Yes. Ashe. Ashe. Hathor. Ashe. I feel like Bobby Hemmett right now. Inanna, where's my libation? Ashe. Yes. Okay, we bringing all of these goddesses up in here. Yes. Het Heru. Ashe. Yes. Okay. Ooh, y'all got me hot up in here. I feel the spirit. Whew, let me stop calling these deities names before I start really channeling up in here. Y'all know how I get. If y'all been following me for a while, y'all already know. When the channels come through, it gets crazy. Spirit starts telling people business out here. I'm about to... You know what? I miss doing my readings. I ain't gonna lie. I do. Spirit used to be telling people business on the live. Okay. Neverhead, yes. Woo. Oh, goodness. Okay, let me get to some of these questions. Y'all getting me excited. What jet? Oh, my God. What you know about what jets? Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay. Whew. Let's get to these questions. Someone says, Daisy Daybarb says, will working with Saint Expedite at this time make my ritual more potent due to Mercury retrograde? Excellent question. So there's a saying in the spiritual community that you should not do rituals during Mercury retrograde. But personally, myself, I feel like you can do rituals when the planets are retrograde. Why stop? This is the perfect time to do reflection. And also, Deja, sorry, your name, girl. I'm just going to say Daisy, right? Daisy. It depends on your intention. Saint Expedite is powerful. You already know. If you haven't already, booby, I have a YouTube video talking about how to work with Saint Expedite. So I usually work with him on Wednesdays. And you already know, girl, get your pound cake ready because he comes through fast. But I would say go ahead and do it. Why not? If you've been working with him before, he'll come through. Okay. How to recognize a narcissist? Oh, that's an excellent question, Aya. How to recognize a narcissist? Well, that is a whole, you know what? That's actually a great freaking topic for a video. I might have to do a video for that. Let me write that down. How to recognize a narc. Yeah, well, one of the things is they love bomb you. They're very charming at first. Everything is about them. And they tend to be very insensitive. But it's certain signs and clues. Like when you deal with a narcissist, sometimes you have to deal with one to kind of know one. You know what I'm saying? Like you can pick up the signs once you already went through that experience. But I'm just going to leave it at that because that's a long conversation, girl. Excellent question, though. Excellent question. I hope you stay tuned for the video when I make one. Okay, and guys, if you don't know who I am and you're just tuning in, I'm Conjure Queen. I do have a YouTube channel. Also, I have classes on some of these things, working with ancestors, spirit guides, channeling, and I have a discount that's going on right now for the weekend for the new moon special. 10% off all my classes. It's the code is NM10. The letter N as in Nancy, M as in monkey, and 10. Okay, make sure you have it in caps. When you go on my website, click on classes, pick any class that you want, and then upon checkout, put the coupon code, and it's going to take 10% off. And this ends on Sunday, okay? Sunday the 13th of June. Now, let me get to the next question. Nivy Niv says, how can I balance finding my path, purpose while working on physical health? Whoo, girl. That is, y'all asking some really good questions and I'm loving this right now. Okay. How to find balance, girl. I'm telling you, I be trying to find balance with everything in my life. Trying to find balance with health, career, friends, family, self, love, all of that. Like, you know, being a woman is like, you gotta be, a lot of us are super women. Like, we do so much, whether you got kids, a full-time job, full-time student. The best way to make balance is to find time management, honestly, Niv. You have to find time. You have to make time. Not even find time, make time. Because everybody got 24 hours in a day. I don't care how much money you have. Oprah has 24 hours in a day, just like you and me. But the difference between Oprah and me and you is that Oprah utilized her time wisely in order to plan her life and find balance. Okay, we have to learn how to find balance. Everybody is capable of making $1 billion. Everybody has the potential to do great things, but people don't know how to manage their time. And if you're not in control of your time, then someone else is in control of it. And that's what I've learned. Read a really good book called Time in the Technosphere. It teaches you all about learning time management. And actually, time is an illusion. But once you realize that, then you get a better hold on how to work your life. So I hope that helps you, my love. Nibby Nib, if you haven't already, I'm trying to think. I feel like I have a video on that. It'll pop on my head, booby. It'll pop on my head. But I hope that answers your question. Work on your time management, okay? Any recommendation rituals for this new moon energy? Yes. Road opening, new beginnings, planting the seeds for whatever it is that you're trying to do. Okay, raw frequencies. We're going to get through these questions. Petal Eye says, did you watch the new Sailor Moon? Yes, I did. Oh my God. I was waiting until like 12 o'clock midnight for it to show. It was so good. Guys, if you don't know what Sailor Moon is an anime. It's a magical girl anime, and it talks a lot about crystals. It talks a lot about past lives, how accessing these crystals can unlock your subconscious mind and have past life regressions where you can remember how to access your archaic DNA, your archaic magical powers. Like, anime is so deep. This is why I'm a huge anime lover, because it teaches you so much about yourself. It teaches you so much about ancient Atlantis. It teaches you so much about the science of crystals, alchemy, magic. Like, it's so deep. It's so deep. But yes, Petal Eyes, I seen it and I loved it after waiting like 5-6 years for this movie. Excellent. It's on Netflix. It's so good. How can I work with deities? Enchanda. Encantada. That's an excellent question. So I actually have, once again, I have videos on my YouTube channel talking about how to work with certain deities, as well as I have a whole entire class telling you how to work with certain deities, giving you resources and books on how to teach yourself how to work with these deities. How do you know which deities are in your spiritual court? How to banish these entities when you no longer want to work with them. Deciphering if these entities are malicious or benevolent, because sometimes when you open up the doorway, you may open the door to things that you don't want in your life. And as spiritualists, this happens. If you're going to be tapping into tarot, channeling, oracle readings and stuff like that, then you open up doorways to the spiritual world. You can't knock on a spiritual door asking them for help, because it's a two-way street. They're going to also come through looking for stuff too. So this is something they don't talk about in the spiritual community. When you open up that door, anything could come through. But you have to, as the magician, as the alchemist, you have to know how to banish these things. And I teach this in my class. So once again, booby, it's 10% off the classes, all classes, coupon code NM10. So that stands for like the new moon, 10%. So new NM10, all caps. Oh girl, that font is so small I can't even see it. You wrote too much in the question. You may have to write that over. How can I get the dragon class? The dragon class is on my website, Big Simba. My website is in my bio. Go on my Instagram. It's iamconjurequeen.com. Click on classes. You're gonna see all my classes there. Moon magic, candle magic, spiritism. A lot of you guys need to learn how to do psychic self-defense. Y'all need to learn how to do protection and psychic self-defense. I have a class teaching you how to protect yourself spiritually. Before y'all start doing candle magic and all that other stuff, you need to learn how to protect yourself in the spiritual world. Because there's people out here that be astral projecting into your sleep. There's succubi, incubi having sex with y'all. Okay, there was one girl who told me she woke up and she just woke up with like a whole bunch of white stuff in between her legs. Like, she was like, I woke up and it was semen between my legs. She was like, nobody believed me. People thought I was crazy. But I had to tell her, like, you're not crazy. This happens to people. She was not protecting herself. What happened was she ended up having sex with this dude. I think it was like a one-night stand type of situation, and she never cleansed herself after that. So here it is, like weeks later, a month later, this incubi spirit is attached to her because this spirit was attached to him. So I had to teach her how to cut these cords. Once again, free information on my YouTube channel. How to cut the cords, how to clear her energy, so that way she can banish this entity that was on her. Okay, And a lot of stuff that I don't give on my YouTube, I teach in the classes. I give y'all just a scratching the surface on my YouTube channel. You want the real deep stuff, you're going to have to take the classes. 5 hours worth of information. Deep stuff. And once you get the classes, you have it for life. You download it into your computer, hard drive, it's yours. How do you know, how do you know you're speaking with an ancestor? Once again, there's certain things, okay. If you take my ancestor veneration class, booby, it'll teach you that certain ancestors have certain aromas. Certain spirits have certain smells, right? I'm going to tell you guys this. Here's some homework for everybody in the building, right? I want you guys to check out this movie called Third Eye on Netflix. It teaches you about spirits. It teaches you about certain spirits that are good, certain spirits that are bad, how to open your third eye, how to banish these spirits, how to decipher between what type of spirit that it is. If you smell dog poop, raw meat, something dead like rat or rotten, and like a whiff of it, that's not good. That means that there's a spirit that reeks, that their energy is stinks. So you have to banish it doing certain rituals, certain things, burning certain aromas and incense. Sage does not get rid of everything. That's the first thing that I say in my psychic self-defense class. Sage does not get rid of everything. Sage is lightweight. Get Palo Santo is stronger. Burning pine is stronger. Okay? So, once again, guys, if you want this information, I have classes on it. 5 hours each class. And the coupon 10% off right now. Take advantage of it. Okay? These are excellent questions, though. Excellent questions. You guys came prepared. You guys came prepared. Shout out to everybody in the building who donated badges. I appreciate you. Dragon's blood is good. Dragon's blood is good to burn it. And guys, make sure you get the resin. Some of that stuff be fake in the store. The name of the movie is called Third Eye on Netflix. Watch that this weekend. Watch that tonight. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's scary. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I need to go do some meditation myself. But I love you. And I will talk to you later. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. I have to go. My phone finna die. But I love you. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you, everybody who donated to the badges. Thank you, people who donated to the Cash App. I also got the notification. If you have any questions, once again, go on my website. You could drop your questions in the forum. And also check out my classes. I have tons of classes, guys. 10% off. Coupon code NM10. I'll also probably put that in the description once this video is done. I love you so much. I think that's everything. Yep, that's everything. Anyway, I love you. Peace. Have a good weekend.